Hey, how's it going, guys? SupremeTotalWar here, and today I have an online 2v2 to show you. I'm playing as the Skaven, so is my ally, and we just have a huge Skaven army here. I'm bringing a ton of warp cannons. He's bringing some of the Plague Claw catapults, and yeah, we're going up against the Lizardmen and the Dark Elves, so they've got a much smaller force. They do have the Hydra though, and Bastildon? The Bastillodon, and then like the Death Hag and some hero units and stuff like that. So a lot less numbers, but here comes the Skaven artillery, and we're going to press play. Yeah, so my cannons, I'm going for Lord Mazamundi right off the bat. I thought if I could take him out early, it might cause some more. There goes the Plague Claw catapult, taking out the infantry. Jeez, yeah, I'm still smoking Mazamundi, doing some good damage to him. We've got the Dark Elves and Lizardmen pushing over on this flank. This is my army here. I've got a front line of slaves, a second line of clan rats, and my last line is storm vermin with halberds. I thought it would be useful against the monstrous units. I also have the Hell Pit Abomination in the back, and I'm bringing Lord Skrulk. There he is in the water. But I make a huge mistake here right off the bat. He actually misses that, but huge mistake. I left my artillery over here, kind of just assumed the battle would be in the front, and I can already see his lord closing in on it, although we are getting some amazing hits on Mazamundi, doing some good damage. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. Not only that, but he had these Dark Riders came out of nowhere, and yeah, that was a huge mistake early in this battle. I'm bringing my Hell Pit Abomination back to help. But look at this. Look at all these rats. I'm sending my storm vermin in now because, wow, it's getting choppy. But let's just slow it down for a second. I've got hundreds of thousands of rats in this battle. I'm trying to hold back as many of these Lizardmen and Dark Elves as I can, but he does have these monsters in here. He's got the Hydra over here on the flank, which is not good. I don't really have anything focused down on the Hydra. And look at that. Jeez. Lord Mazamundi is sending my rats just flying. Look at that. I think some of my slaves and some of my clan rats are already breaking. And it's just a massive battle in here. Oh, here comes a ruination of cities. Yeah, that's gonna hurt my rats a lot. So we can go back and press play. Over on the other side of the battle, it's just kind of starting off. More pockets of fighting than one big front line. But he's got a lot of these plague monks. He's going up against temple guards though, so they will win that fight unless the artillery can land some good hits, which it is, definitely is. Jeez, is it ever? But yeah, big mistake over here. I'm losing my artillery already. I spawned in some units with Lord Skrulk, and look at my rats just running from that front line battle. So right here, it looked pretty grim. My entire front line had broke within like a minute, but you gotta remember with the Skaven, they will come back. But yeah, they're in full retreat mode right now, and he's pushing on towards my artillery. And yeah, it is quite leggy. There are a ton of units on the field. They also had the Elven artillery. I can't remember what it's called. The Reaper Bolt Thrower. It's focusing down the catapult. It should probably be using the other shot though. Over here, I'm just doing what I can to protect my cannons. I really wanted to keep one of them alive at least. He's got his Crocogores in here, and it's getting super laggy at this point. Jeez. But as you can see, a lot of my units returning to the battle. I've got some Storm Vermin focusing down the Hydra. And if we get an overhead view of this battle, it's actually still pretty close. It's about even, and it's just all over the place. I mean, this is what happens when you have Skaven in the battle. It's just, there's no battle lines at all. So if we go back down here, we got Lord Mazamundi, we've got... Yeah, he's really trying to take out these catapults because they are doing a ton of damage. Skaven sending in more men. Just still pockets of fighting. It's going to be hard. Well, those are just some skink cohorts, so those shouldn't be too hard. Temple guards here, like cutting down the Skaven, but it looks like they've lost a lot to the artillery. What do we have over here? We have some slaves getting into the Reaper Bolt Thrower. I honestly don't even know if the slaves will win that. There's the Dark Elf buff going off. Over here we have the Skaven fighting my halberds. So that's a pretty good fight for me. At least I'm going to get some damage done with my Storm Vermin. But I mean, these Dark Elves, these Witchers, or these Witch Elves, Witchers, these Witch Elves are cleaning up my Skaven. They're coming back one at a time. Here's some Storm Vermin. Still pretty healthy, just morale side isn't very good. They're going to charge in. Let's do some slow-mo for a second, get some good shots of this. Yeah, they've got I believe, are these Temple Guards? No, just Saurus Warriors. Still will probably beat my rats, but let me still hold for a second or two. Some more rats running, and I'm just like barely keeping this cannon alive here. He's really trying to get to it. I keep spawning in more and more clan rats, and yeah, slowly but surely, just kind of beating down this force. I've got my Hell Pit Abomination here. He's tanking most of the damage while my clan rats just kind of get in there. Skrulk he's somewhere. Is that him? There he is. I keep him close to the battle because he does debuff the enemy troops. And as you can see, my cannon is just firing point blank at Lord Mazamundi. I was really trying to take him out at this point. Skink cohort coming in to get rid of the cannon. But I think I just spawned another unit of clan rats that are going to come stop them. And just keep my cannon alive a little bit longer. If we go back to, yeah, see there's my debuff going off for Skrulk. So you want to keep him close, but not close enough that he's going to be in danger. We've got some monks and some halberds fighting against the Bastillodon. We've got, and it looks like the rats are actually winning over on this flank. They are cleaning up the Temple Guard here. There's just too many of them. Over here, he's got his lord flying around trying to find an opening. There actually is one right here. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't want this infantry too close. But, yeah, I've got my cannons still alive, point blank. On Mazamundi. My Hell Pit Abomination holding them up. Look at that. And then they started moving. I don't know why, but he's got some artillery coming in here. Just barely kind of missing. And look at this. He's actually firing his catapult over here to help my returning rats. Because they are being slowed down by the Witch Elves and by the Skink cohort. Or actually, those are Saurus Warriors. Oh, there's the Hydra. Breathing some fire into my rats. He's got the Witch Elves. And look at the Skaven artillery. Just shredding these Saurus Warriors. That's really going to help my rats get through this. He's popping off the missile resistance buff. That way my he'll be protected from my cannons. And if we look, it's slightly, like so slightly in our favor. But like the battle's still just everywhere. The rats are constantly breaking, but we're starting to finish off some of their units. And look at some nice friendly fire there. He's got the Hydra. I believe my Storm Vermin are running now because the Witch Elves came in to help him. We've got Skink cohort running down some of my men. They're just all over the place. And sure enough, the Slave Rats actually did take out his artillery, so that's good. He's sending in some help. On the far right flank, he's won, and now he's kind of, looks like he's focusing a lot of his Plague Monks over here. Bastillodon's still going ham. Look at this thing, it's got like the little skink javelins. Oh, that charge. Over here in the center, he took out my Hell Pit Abomination. It got destroyed. My cannons are still firing point blank. I think they just hit the ground though, so I'm going to pull them back up to this higher ground over here. Try and finish off Lord Mazamundi. And look at that. I just kept spawning in units, and he couldn't get to my cannons. So we actually won this battle right here. He's going to send over some reinforcements. The Hydra's coming in. Most of my men have broken, but as you can see, once again, they're returning. And he's going to try and rush this catapult because it's doing a lot of damage to him. Yeah, that's a big problem. He's actually going to get the buff. I think his men are like have that aquatic buff or whatever when they're in shallow water. Just barely missing there. And I believe, yep, he's popping off that the shield. Although he's not going to be in that shield for very long. My cannons point blank are hitting that Hydra. Doing some damage before they get into battle. Look again, another point blank shot. It's pretty good. I got Scroll Cure debuffing. I just spawned in some more rats, I believe. Or no, those are just slaves. Here comes my army, who still has not completely shattered yet. They just keep breaking, and now they're just going to walk right in on the flank of these lizard men. He's got some temple guards here. Lord Mazamundi is surrounded by these sensor bearers, I believe. Oh, but he's on the... I'm just going to call it a Triceratops. It's on the Triceratops. Ripping through some of these rats. But there's a lot of them. Jeez. Death Egg on her little shrine thing. Just moving in to help Lord Mazamundi. Excuse me. Yeah, and at this point, I mean, all the rats are just kind of overwhelming what's left of their army. Yeah, and that's the problem with the Skaven. You really got to run them down because, like, initially my whole army just broke and they were gone, and I was like, oh, that's it, it's over. But no, they came back and just slowly beat them down. Death Hag taking out some of these slaves. They're down to just a few units. The War Hydra over here going ham still. And that is it. Yeah, with the Skaven, you really got to run them down. They didn't even get a lot of kills. I mean, my cannons were focusing on Mazamundi the whole time, so... But, like, look at that. 365 kills on Lord Mazamundi. It's just so many rats to kill. We deployed well over... Wow, jeez. Tons. They only deployed 500. Jeez. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's battle. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.